Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be doing a debate. This is uh general topic one, and it is about should women's sanitary products be for free or not? So me and Ellie are saying they should be free, and Grace is saying they shouldn't be free, and Emily is on the fence. So to start off, I am saying it should be free because it's a natural thing. It's a basic requirement. I don't understand why it we have to pay a huge amount of money just monthly on packets and packets of like products for something that we have not asked for. It's just something that happens naturally, and I don't think we should pay for it. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think we all agree, minus Grace. Grace might agree. We'll come to that later. But yeah, it goes to the yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
It goes
You
without
got
saying
this.
that it affects half the population. Like, it's not like it's a small amount of people, and I know that there are other problems that also affect that, but this one is literally a part of our existence. We can't prevent it, we can't do anything about it. Like, we are born this way and it happens monthly. So not fun.
Yeah. It brings in period poverty, which is basically what you guys were talking about, like the fact that people don't have access to it, to like hygienic menstrual products. It's like people in like developing countries, what they use is like just clothes.
Yeah,
And they just use that, and that's just not hygienic,
not
and it's
hygienic.
it's
It's adding to
really sad.
waste.
Yeah,
It's probably more expensive in some cases. Um, Also, with the fact of having lack of access to it can lead a lot to toxic shock syndrome and other issues that women have to go through for having to reuse or use pads and tampons for a long, excessive amount of time. So it also comes with medical issues as well as just sanitary
yeah,
and
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I was just looking at the bathroom at work. I noticed it. Like this, I think a couple of times they had period products like stacked, so like it's like the corner, and it was like take it if you want it, it's free. Don't, of course, take advantage of that. And then I go to my university, and you have to pay £1 for it. And if someone's desperate, like, oh, they've suddenly got their period, and they have to like get £1. It's a coin as well. How many people here
yeah,
carry coins
who's
now?
carrying around
Like,
coins?
who's carrying around coins? And they're desperate for a period, like a pad or whatever, a tampon, and you have to try and find a coin, and then they've got to wait for that stupid thing to like come out, and it's actually just ridiculous.
Literally a vending machine,
It
like or
is
Oh,
something.
a vending machine. It's not even snacks.
No.
oh God.
Um,
But it
just
also,
an
oh yeah, go on. Sorry.
sorry.
No, you go, you go.
No, you were already going.
No, I
The
was just gonna
microphone
say,
is
like,
yours.
there's also like stuff about productiveness, like women who have access to, menstrual products and stuff, like they're more productive because they're not worried about, oh, I'm gonna leak or, oh God, like this is so uncomfortable or something. They're more productive because they feel secure in the knowledge that, there's something that's protecting them. I think, can you put it like that? Protecting them,
Yeah.
keeping them
Hmm.
secure.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I do agree though that there has to be some sort of incentive for renewable products because if we just keep using the same stuff, then that's just not really good as well.
Mm.
Yeah. Sorry, Ali, you go.
I think I've lost my point.
Oh.
No. If they were to be free, I feel like there'd also be less judgment and stigma towards it as well. Because I feel like there is still quite a bit of stigma to be like, oh, she's on her period, or this, that, and it's just the odd comment that gets thrown around. But if they were free, then it's just kind of brings more knowledge to people who haven't had a chance to use them or haven't had the money to use them. But it also just kind of brings more knowledge to the general public, like men, younger kids, stuff like that, that it's just kind of like, okay, this is literally just a natural thing that happens monthly. Like it really doesn't have to be that big of a deal.
Yeah. And it also brings in, oh, sorry, Grace.
No, no,
Last
you
one,
you
last
go.
one. Also, like,
Promise.
brings in like medical problems. So, like people who suffer from like PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome, endometriosis, I don't know how you say it. Like those people have suffer from like heavier bleeds, more frequent, and it's and how many pads or how many tampons or whatever they use, how many of those do they have to get for something that, you know, they have no control over? I don't know, I just feel like it should be free. But I'm gonna hear what Grace says and then
Hey, as a
I'm
woman,
still here.
I deeply agree. Oh,
You can carry on. I'm still here.
okay.
I'm
So
just
I'll
munching.
just say that again. As a woman, I deeply agree with you guys because you know what? It would be nice if they were free for us to use. But I just think it is still a product, and just imagine in a factory that people have spent a lot of their time making this thing that would be safe and secure for women, and if we give it away for free, what does that gives them? Like sometimes you have to sell something to make a profit, and I think that's like saying like should we give matches away for free for people who don't have any warmth in their house, or the kind of can't or light bulbs who can't afford lighting or warmth? Like, should we give away everything for free to make sure everyone is safe and secure? I just think like it is still something like men or women still have to pay for like condoms for safe sex. And sometimes people have to put a price on it to like kind of persuade people not to try to have sex at a young age or something. So I think why is good people if they do maybe give the products maybe at a cheaper price than to make it expensive, especially now with the cost of living. But I think you can't make everything for free, especially like on a special like or maybe on a special aspect like a gender or something, because that's like make something for free for for someone who has a disability. I mean, it's I don't know how to explain it, but I just think it would be nice if it for free. But I think it is what it is. It's a project and it's a product that people have made from factories and it's been delivered from across the world. And if you give it for free, what you're going to give back to the workers and the deliverers who spend their time and effort doing the thing.
yeah, no, I was that was literally my problems as well. That's why I was on the fence. I was like, number one thing was like, if you think about COVID-19, everybody rushed to get toilet paper, right? They were in
Hmm.
such a mad rush. So if you think about, I mean, it's not the same sort of thing, but if you think about when people hear that something's free, like there will be a mad rush and people will take
Yeah,
advantage of it and they will take more than what they need, and that will lead to people who really need it not really getting it.
exactly.
And also what you were saying about how will it be paid for? It'll probably be paid by the government, and who's paying the
But then
government?
the
That's us.
government will
That's
take it from
us.
other people.
Yeah, that'll be taken from other things that might be needed, like for healthcare or education, like
Military.
stuff like that. And then also, like Grace was saying, Grace literally ticked off all the stuff I was thinking. Should other things be free too, then perhaps? Like, should there be like everybody gets 2 liters of water for free? Like,
Hmm.
you know, that's how much water we
Yeah,
all require. Should like everybody get like basic
yeah.
staples of food like free as well?
Yeah, food, clothing, warmth, or water, or electricity. I mean, where's the limit of everything to be free? I mean, there's not much of a limit. There is a price limit, definitely, but I don't think there's a limit for something to be free, especially now. So if anybody's got something against these points, say it now or forever hold your peace.
But I
Holding
do
peace.
lean towards the other side though.
Okay, Emily, let's hear it.
So even with all of this, right? Like I understand it, you know, taking advantage of stuff. How will it be paid for? That's us paying for it. men and women. Is that fair? I don't know. That's another argument, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then should other things be free? But this is just, I think, especially for like developing countries, they are the ones who really need it. I think the people here are more, I'm not gonna say everybody because that's not true, but everybody, ugh, not everybody, sorry, I just said I wasn't gonna say everybody, but more people here are more likely to be able to have access to it. But people in developing countries are less likely. So I think it also would depend on that.
Hmm.
But I don't know, I just feel like from whenever I started my period to now, the price of these products have they've jumped
Yeah.
by so much, and that's not going to stop. They're just going to keep on increasing, and it's ridiculous how much you have to pay for something that
Mhm.
is a, a need. Like you need that. We need that.
Hmm.
It's not only
And
just paying it that one time though, like you've got to pay it for like a couple of times that month, and then it's every month, and it's 12 months of the year, and it's for like, I don't know,
Yeah.
a week in every of those months, and it's how many products you go through, and it's how many this, and how much else you need on top of that. Do you need painkillers? Do you need new trousers, new underwear? Do you need anything like that? Because it all falls under the same thing.
But isn't that kind of like the same thing for food? Like if I was eating spaghetti and I spill some sauce on the top of something, will I need a new shirt? Or like for food, like if I burn the top, would I need a new top? I mean, these things could happen. It's not just involved with our periods and everything. Because that happens like nearly every day. We're at the risk of ruining stuff nearly every day, not just like once a month.
yeah, I see that. I mean, I
Yes, but
just these
also
fat. Oh
I
yeah,
guess this one isn't really our fault. Like it's not done by clumsiness or anything. Like it's literally just our bodies turning around and saying, "Hey, you're not pregnant. Try again next month." And as much as we'd prefer to have a letter posted through our doors, we can't have that because it's just
But
not logical.
but isn't there like pills to stop it, like birth control pills that can stop your period?
There are, but they also run the risks of having other side effects and stuff. So, like, rather than having it, it will stop your period. It can affect your hormones. It can affect the imbalance of your body. It can affect your mental health really badly. And there's just like loads of other side effects that people don't want to run the risk of running, I guess.
Okay. Saying like okay, this this is probably a bad example, but say like if I have a cold or like if I have a something that makes me feel I'm sneezing or I'm feeling it all the time, should tissues be free? People will just say to me, "Hey, take antibiotics," but I just say like, "Oh, I might have a effect on biotics. Like they might give me a allergic reaction." So what's the difference? Should tissues be free for anyone who has like a cold or maybe a or something bad? Should that be free?
if only that would have helped the whole hay fever season.
But then who's gonna pay for the workers who make the tissues? Who's gonna pay for people who's gonna plant more seeds to grow all the trees that have been cutting down?
No, I completely get like that side of it. Like there is, even if it was a thing, there's no logical economic way that it would work in our society because of the way things are made, transported, distributed, just all of it. It wouldn't work. And with the greed as well, like Emily had said, like as soon as people find out things are free, like they're off the shelves immediately. People are lining up for it, even if they don't need it or want it. Like
Mm.
they're stocking up for no reason. People who really need it don't have it. So maybe it would be a case of distributing it to the people that really do need it. So the less economically developed countries, stuff like that, it they would need it most. Like we well, it's still not great that we're paying God knows how much a month on sanitary projects. At least then it stops those countries from having to do that and having to find other ways to deal with periods. People, I guess. But again, it's still whether who pays for those. Yeah.
Yeah. it's a very tangled debate.
I
Any
mean, I
other?
just saw these facts from 2022, and it's actually really scary. Like, so it was like a study, I can't remember who did it, but the study reported that 21.9% of women in the UK were unable to afford period products due to the cost of living crisis,
Oh shit.
which is a lot. Like, like I would have thought before reading this fact, I probably would have thought like 10% or something, maybe even less, but 21.9% is quite high.
That's
And
too
then
much.
and 20% of women didn't leave the house in the last 6 months because they couldn't access period products when out. Which is crazy. 21% of women
insane.
stayed in the house for 6 months. And then 49% of people experiencing periods have missed a whole day of secondary school or college due to their period. That is literally half.
Oh. See that, but then the school might could just pay to get some projects in school. Like at my workplace, my boss has bought some products, sanitary products for me and some other staff, female staff to use in toilets. So I think that's really nice. That's really good of them. So maybe if the school did that, maybe that could work.
That's what I was saying. Like I was surprised like universities, like I'm sure you could go somewhere and find it, but you're not gonna like in that rush and you've suddenly got it, you're not gonna go and like, oh yeah, let's just go travel all the way over there and
And
let's
let's
go
go
find it.
scavenge each toilet to see if
Yeah.
someone's left a little basket of goodies to make sure that I can,
Like,
I
was
like
it
you just call the sanity
give me
stuff
a
a
basket of goodies.
basket of goodies.
was it free for us in secondary school? I don't remember. Like, I'm sure you could have gone
I can't
and asked
remember if they
someone,
ever gave some of them.
I
but I'm pretty
think
sure we
if
had a
you
little vending machine sort of thing as well on the
we
side.
we did have those, and I think if you went to maybe student services or
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know, or maybe she would have like lent you one or something, but
yeah. But most people don't like even saying that they're on their period. So it's just
no,
it's
exactly.
us
So
as well.
that's
That's
what I
another
mean.
thing
It will
there.
get rid of that judgment and that like fear of being like, hey, I've just come on, does anyone have a back? It's a lot. I feel like it's a very looped debate.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
very yeah. I mean, there's some good points you said as well, and I do kind of agree. Deep down, I
I
do
think for
actually
the
agree.
most part, we all agreed with everything that was said. Like,
Mm,
we all had kind of the same points. We all knew it was going to come to some kind of standstill in the middle because logically, it's not going to work. And if it does, then it falls through for all the other things that would need to be free with it.
yeah.
Tess, did you have anything? I feel like me and Ellie have like,
No, you guys
We were like,
all,
yeah,
you guys all said my points. I mean, I guess it, like Anna said, it wouldn't work. Like in the real world, it wouldn't work if it was free. And like Grace said, like for the basic necessities, like we still would need to pay for it as well. Like
Yeah.
that shouldn't be the only thing that's free. And plus, like Emily said, there's people who have heavier blows, and so that means it's more products they have to buy. I guess they, I guess the only way they could do it is maybe reduce the price overall, but because there's so much you need to buy, and then I guess there's stuff that they make for marketing reasons to make people make them think, oh, this will reduce like menstrual cups. So, like, I don't think that's really necessary, but it depends on like the person
Yeah,
or
but that
like
would
there's like
also reduce waste and stuff as
yeah,
well.
but yeah, it really depends, and I would say make it cheaper somehow because
Oh
they are
yeah.
so expensive.
Make
Make it
everything
cheaper,
different.
some kind of like eco alternative.
Mm,
yeah.
It would.
If the government incentivized that, that would be good. That would definitely get people.
Yeah, but again, what does it fall through for anything else going through the loop? Like I am blind as a bat. Like I can't see anything, and a lot of other people can't see, especially with technology increasing and having to be on our phones and stuff all day, which means more people are going as blind as I am. So it's just kind of like, do people with poor eyesight then fall into that? Do people who are diabetic fall into that? Do people, I don't know. Where do we stop? Yeah.
Wasn't there something last year that Scotland is the first one to make
Yeah.
the products
Mhm.
free?
So if it can be done,
Mm.
It has been done.
Yeah. So
It's
yeah,
just finding that,
yeah. I mean,
that loop.
if they did become free, then I mean that would be great for everyone, as long as they don't take advantage of it. But yeah,
I guess that kind of concludes it all together. I feel like we're all our same level. I mean,
yeah.
we don't disagree or
If we had
agree.
a guy here, I think he would probably didn't really care, or he just kind of try to
I
get up
think
and
it really
defend him.
Special
depends.
guest.
I think it really
See,
depends.
no, because he wouldn't understand. Not
But
guys would understand.
a lot, I feel like quite a few guys are like that, and like I've had this debate with some of my friends before, and they've been like, well, no, because why isn't my medicine for my diabetes free or something? But then I've had my other guy friends turn around and be like no, like that doesn't count. Like they go through it every month. It's half the population, stuff like that. It is just a case of finding people who agree and the people that don't. It's going to be one of those debates where it is always stuck in the middle. There's so many loops around each thing that it just doesn't stop. Yeah,
Well,
that's
that
it.
concludes it. Well then, thanks guys for watching our debate. Let us know in the comments what you think, whether they should be free or not free and why. Also comment on what other debates you would like to see from us. Doesn't really matter what categories or Marvel, Disney. Make sure you check those out as well. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and check out our other videos and stay tuned for more. Bye.
Bye.